Heroes to do with cast me's. So big shout out to whoever submitted this one, actually. So with that said, we got a cast me coming at you. So for those that may be wondering what this is, essentially it's the service that I offer where you can have a select match that I cast for you. If you go to the link below if you're watching the video, or if you type !cast me in chat, you can get more information on it. Anyways, let's go over the lineups right here and see what we are looking at. On the Legion side, we got Han Hovno playing the Devourer here. He's going to be at the bottom lane currently. We'll see how he works out. He's going to be supporting the Clanks down here, looks like. Voodoo Jester being played by McCoris. Chilliz playing the Dark Lady, who's going to end up in the top lane, actually. A little curious about that, but I guess when you also got a Clanks on your side, and it's going to make something work. So Dark Lady, though, in the hands of Chilliz. And speaking of that Clanks, it's the one, the only AcneWarrior playing the Clanks right here. So that's the lineup of the Legion side. Overall, they got a lot of greed, a lot of core on their lineup, and it's definitely going to be a lot of farm across the board, but a nice mix as well. I almost would have rather seen the Clanks at the top lane and Dark Lady in the bottom lane just for a little bit more safe farm potential, but outside of that, I think overall it definitely has decent potential to do fairly well right here. Let's take a look at the Hellborn side, as that hook's going to miss. We got, what the hell, that's a Myrmidon skin. Holy crap. That's a crazy Myrmidon skin. Neither playing the Myrmidon. That's a badass Myrmidon skin. I like that. We got Amon-Ra being played by Green Smokey. Voodoo Jester, he's taking some damage. He'll be fine, though. He's taking some damage for Nitro, though, being played by Shadist right here. Gauntlet being played by Bosovic. And then we have Blitz in the hands of DeGregor right here. So here we go. 5 versus 5. Force of Calvor match coming at you. Top lane Nitro. This could be the Bloodlust coming out right here. Trying to finish this Myrmidon. Not going to be enough damage. Oh, nice stun coming out. The chase from the Mauser is not going to be enough. However, Voodoo Jester now the one in a lot of trouble. He will be fine, but this Nitro Myrmidon lane is clearly causing a lot of pain at the top lane. Back to more reason why I sent the Dark Lady up there maybe a little risky. Amon-Ra at the bottom lane, meanwhile. He'll barely escape with his life right there, so very, very close, but ends up being no kill, so still Bloodlust up for bounty here. We got the Gauntlet versus the Arachna middle lane. Gauntlet's, you know, we've been having these 1v1 tournaments lately, and I've almost been a little surprised we haven't at least seen one Gauntlet throughout these 1v1 events. Gauntlet feels like, I know he's melee, but in 1v1 he has potential to be pretty damn good. It's about landing that hook, though. I guess it's kind of, you know, it's kind of like, it's a lot more difficult than maybe other heroes like an Arachno would be, or a Bombardier even and whatnot, so where you really rely on a skill shot on the hook. So, but the point is, if he can definitely stand his own right here, I do think Arachno should definitely win this matchup with that said, but Gauntlet, he has that kill. You know, it's always a classic case. If he can manage to hook the Arachna into the tower, like right here, get that Infernal Instability off, and do plenty of damage, then he can get a kill. Oh my gosh, is it going to be enough? 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, use it! Boom shakalaka! Boom shakalaka! Bloodlust kill coming out for Bosovic. Oh, and he's gonna live on top of that. I just love how that lined up so well. It's just like right as we're talking about how there's that potential of the kill. And he does it very well. Well played. Well played. So just like that, a 1-0 start in favor of the Hellborn. It's a feels bad man for the Arachna right there. So yeah, it might be a rough time up here for Dark Lady, although as I say, this Myrmidon actually taking some pressure. It's at a level 2 Curse Ground it is, but not enough follow-up damage. If Dark Lady went in right there with her abilities, they might have gotten this kill. In fact, he still might be in some trouble now. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, I thought for sure he was going to die right there with the last tick, but just not enough damage either. As Arachna middle lane is in trouble again. This is a haste rune, no wonder. Infernal Instability, and that's a kill. That's a level 1 Infernal Instability, and it's doing plenty. He went level 3 in Feeble, really? That's curious. I would figure you'd want to max out that Q first, if not even the W for the hook range, but that's what it does, right? Increases the range? No, the range is static. What am I saying? That's right, they've changed the logo. Okay, no, yeah, you wouldn't well level the W, I guess. So I think Q is what I think it usually would be. But anyways, Blitz, bottom lane. He's got those boots, but obviously with that decay, it's a little hard to get away from, so eventually gets finished off by Clanks right there. Good execution. Nice hook initially to start. Amon-Ra busy in the jungle. He's playing some aggressive jungle up right here. Now they take advantage of him missing from the bottom lane as Voodoo Jester will get picked up at the top lane, but at what cost for Myrmidon? The cursed ground taking him down, but now Dark's here. Is he in trouble or is Nitro in trouble? Because I feel like Nitro's also pretty vulnerable right here, yeah. In comes the Taint Soul, putting in some auto attack. Can he dodge? He cannot. Oh, Gauntlet.
Easy.
You wanted that kill, man. Gauntlet's like, kill secured. Come on. Wasn't to be, though. The Ballistic, though, is too much to handle. And thus a kill for Nitro in the end. Good to see some Nitro, man. Never got the chance to cast really much Nitro in the competitive Han days there. Back when I was casting it actively. We got a couple of games with it, obviously, with it being really new. But no, go figure these casters. We have Artesia in the last game. Another here we just never see. We got Nitro in this one as that Weedfield is going to land. Voodoo Jester on the run. Darkseer trying to distract, if anything. Meanwhile, at the bottom lane, it looks like another kill as Amun-Ra this time goes down. Bliss just running away. So yeah, proven to be an awkward lane. So as well as this is going to the top lane for the Helpwarn, it's going just as well for the Legion side at the bottom lane. As, yeah, both Nitro and Clanks are similar farm. I guess Dark Lady's slightly ahead of Amun-Ra, so there's a benefit. But then you have Gauntlet, man, with that Bloodlust. On top, is he winning the CS? 20-4 against a 14-2 Arachnite. He's actually winning the CS as well. That I'm a little surprised to see. I will suggest I'm a little also surprised to see no Hardened Carapace, especially with getting Bloodlusted earlier on. This is magic, right? Yeah, Infernal Instability is magic damage, so as soon as you see him pop the ability, his top lane, they're going to get the kill on a Myrmidon. Now Dark Lady going down, but so is Nitro. Down goes Dark Lady. Can Voodoo Jester at least get the turn kill to Nitro? No, he cannot. That damage is too much. Jeez, Shalice, double tap. Poor Shadis right here on the Nitro, and he goes with the easy call. Naturally, after the fact. Gauntlet, though. But yeah, I do think the 1 point of Hardened Carapace would have been decent value here for the Arachna. But choosing not to, as that was a, we'll call it a hook attempt right there from Devour. In the middle lane, unfortunately hits the creep, so Gauntlet, he's just going to stand his ground with a double damage rune. For a hook himself. Is there anything that Gauntlet Ultimate could purge this game that's really big? I guess nothing too big. Dark Blades? That's like it. Spider Sting is ready to go for Arachna, though. You know they would like a kill on a Gauntlet right here, and with D.Va being here, I'm guessing that's what they're going to try to do. But D.Va's also now leeching experience from Arachna, so you got to be careful hanging around too long. Amun-Ra, who's back into the jungle, his own jungle this time. Maxing out that Ashes to Ashes right here. As Voodoo Jester roaming in. Now here we go with Gauntlet. Can they pick up the kill? The hook lands. Spider Sting? Yeah, they're just going to use everything. Might as well. And so they'll get it. Oh. You know, he might as well just try to run at Voodoo Jester right there at that point because there's no way he's getting away, but I don't think he's going to chase him out of there. So, good gank setup. And taking out Gauntlet, stopping him finally after a ridiculous start. But man, look at Nitro. Jeez, Nitro just shot up there. And now 370 gold per minute himself. Has the Blood Joust to go with those Ghost Marches. Stark Liddy, the struggles continue. Ring of the Teacher. I don't even know if she goes, like, that's so weird to say. I don't even know if she goes Rune Cleaver, though, because like, I know Rune Cleaver's just so good on Dark Lady, but when you're setting yourself up in a lane like this, it's just... You're not going to have a Rune Cleaver until like 30 minutes into this game, it feels like. And this is not going to help the cause unless she gets a turn kill, maybe? Oh, well, she's going to go down. Myrmidon's still a little vulnerable, but no, he'll barely live, although Arachna's going to change that. He'll just run in, and he'll secure the kill. Bottom lane, meanwhile, looks like they get the kill on a blitz as they dive pretty aggressively. Now they want to get that tower kill. Devour's going to take some good damage, and Gauntlet's going to benefit from that for his stability. He does have his ultimate. No, 10 seconds. So Clank's able to fly away for the time being, and he's going to fly over the ledge. And it will survive. Just barely. Top lane Nitro. Uh-oh. Nitro's going to get caught. Spider Sting is out, and Nitro is going to fall. So that's a big kill. Now by the Legion side, they're doing a good job of rotating, and both sides doing pretty decent as far as rotating a kill like who's ever on top. So now with Nitro dead, hey, Clanks is now on top at 370 gold per minute. He did not get the Refreshing Ornament. I feel like that's been such a strong item as it led on heroes like this, but instead he's going right into that Thunderclaw, most likely. Can't check the courier here. I don't know what he bought right there, but farming up the jungle quite a bit, and there's the Alacrity Band. So yeah, he's going to be going the Thunderclaw. As what's going on over here, we got the Curse Ground on Gauntlet, so it looks like he's going to be dying. Can he take somebody with him? No, yes he can. Voodoo just goes down, as does Arachna. Blitz coming in with the Lightning Shackles to secure the job, but now he's going to run into a Dark Lady, and well, he's just going to run on by, I guess, with that Quicken of his. So a good escape from the Blitz right there. And good timing by him, because it was for him getting in there. I don't know if they get those turn kills. As Amun-Ra has decided he wants to take over the middle lane meanwhile. Pick up some of that farm. So Gauntlet has the build up. Is he going to be going first item Blink or Portal Key? It looks like that's the potential. Nearly 1,400 gold saved up. Dark Lady does have her Ghost Marcher's finish. I don't know. Maybe she does. It looks like, yeah, she's 300 gold per minute now. So I don't know where all this farm is like coming from all of a sudden. It just feels like people are just jumping up in GPM charts like crazy. Anyway, so I guess the Battle Fury idea is a lot more likely now for Dark Lady again. It's just so good as far as synergy on the hero. And she's going to dive here. I don't know what the plan is here. If it's to die, though, mission accomplished, Dark Lady. So kind of a suicide pact sign or something. Arachna. Try to get close enough. I don't know if she thought Arachna was closer or what, but that was a little bit of a throw moment right there. I got to stop praising people, because every time I do, it feels like they do something silly like that. Devour. He's hunting with an Invis rune. Has that Devourer ready to go. And they find Blitz. In comes the Goon Squad from Clinks, and that's an easy kill. Can they also get Amun-Ra? He has his ultimate. Get that Pyro Classic Rebirth activated. They cannot just yet. He's going to stay alive for the time being. Regen kicking in. Going to drop the Miner Totem as he gets the health potion delivered, but it gets canceled immediately. He was trying to heal up right there, but he's found in the end. Now the chase is on, and Voodoo Jester, there's the hook to land. And that's a dead Voodoo Jester caught on the ledge, but now Myrmidon goes down, so back and forth battle here at the top lane. Could be worse, so Amun-Ra goes up with a Meteor, gets going to Arachna. Clanks out from a distance, but he needs to be careful. He's going to try to fly away. If he gets knocked down, though, he's going to be very vulnerable. Can he dodge the hook coming up? You know it's coming. 3 seconds. Nitro keeping the hits coming. The hook! Oh, it's out of range / not the right angle. And now Clanks does have a TP, but choosing not to use it yet. Okay, there we go. I feel like he's far enough. God, what a distraction right there. They all are chasing this whole time. He ends up porting out. So quite the time wasted, and Dark Lady makes up for or takes advantage of the time as he pushes in the middle lane a little bit. How's Nitro building? Should go on the Shield Breaker? I feel like that's probably a pretty good item on her that I remember seeing in the past. Spider Sting ready, though. She pops the evasion as Nitro. They're going for the kill on a Voodoo Jester, but now Nitro's the one in a little bit of trouble. Look at this Arachne. He's split firing. I love it. He let the Spider Sting help finish off Nitro. He ends up killing the Myrmidon. All they lost was the Voodoo Jester. So good job right there from Arachne. The hook from Gauntlet is going to miss. Couple of kills, but we have 13 of 14, 27 hero kills in 13 minutes into this game. We are averaging over 2 hero kills per minute. That's when we know we have action, baby. Thunderclaw on Clanks. He is farming up some Ancients meanwhile. His farm back towards tops, back on the top. 367 gold per minute here. Lex Talionis purchased by Myrmidon meanwhile. Trying to help amp that damage. Nice Adam pick up there. Arachna gonna get caught. Lightning Shackles are up, and she's dead.
You do as your
Don't even need Myrmidon, and now this is a top tower kill. Voodoo Jester is gonna stall them as much as possible and put some damage out right here, but I don't think he's gonna hold it off in the end. Tries to deny it. Not gonna happen, but now might come at a cost. He's caught by the Weed Field. The Magic Carp stun hit, and Voodoo Jester is gonna be picked off. He throws out the Cursed Ground, but gonna do minimal damage right there. And thus he's dead, so nice tower kill at the top, and the Portal Key has been picked up by Gauntlet. Got to be careful in saying items like that. Shaman's Headdress picked up by Amun-Ra, so really tanking up for that jungling presence.
The immortal dead.
Nice deny right there.
Denied you of your pride.
By Gauntlet as he ports in. Now he's head towards the bottom lane. Oh, if he catches Clanks here, Clanks getting very greedy. Farming up the Ancients with that double damage rune, but realizes that somebody's roaming over, so guessing this ward of sight gave him that information. Wasn't for that ward, he might be dead right now. So good placement there. Devour, 1,800 gold saved. This is really a support Devour, and he's going to have his own portal key here soon. What is Arachne going for? Assassin Shroud? Probably. As that broadsword picked up. Dark Lady, she does have the sustainer, so very likely now going for that Battle Fury. And Blitz is going to be found in the jungle, meanwhile. Gets hooked back in. There's the ulti. And Blitz is killed. Great hook there from Devour. Now we got some mid-wars action coming up. Both teams assisting on grouping up here in the middle lane. Do they have any blink initiation? They don't really on the Legion side just yet, so they are still missing out on that, but they're just kind of creeping on up. They get some nice Voodoo Jester stun. The Nitro's dead just like that. Now Myrmidon, also, that was kind of awkward. He got hooked back, but then he waited for him the other way. He's going to tick down to the cursed ground as Gauntlet just going to sit back, and he's like, I tried. A triple kill for the team. Blitz is just resurrecting right now, but despite not having any kind of blink dagger to initiate or any great initiator in general, they still make it work. And as the cocktail came out and started bouncing around and setting up those kills right there. So really big fight won here by the Legion side, but we're not done just yet. The Dark Lady going to get hooked in. Big lightning shackles right there to finish the job. And Dark Lady dying as they push into the tier 2 tower. Clanks, he wants to look for some revenge, but we're doing a decent job here now of staying back and not going to give them the opportunity. So Dark Lady's Rune Claver will be slowing down a little bit as a result of that right there. And I think Devour just got his own portal key, if I'm not mistaken. As top lane, Amon-Ra is going to run right into a trap right here. And Arachne is also going to go into Nitro. Arachne, though, doesn't have Spider Sting just yet, but it doesn't matter. Down goes Amon-Ra, down goes Nitro. And Amon-Ra staying dead because, yeah, that Rebirth not up for 135 more seconds here. The momentum really picking up now in favor of this Legion side. 3,700 gold lead, 6,400 experience lead. You got Clanks at 412 gold per minute now. He's going to have an Energizer finish. I just saw a Astrolabe actually just finished by Voodoo Jester, so great to see the supports doing work this game. Uh-oh, but Voodoo Jester, as I say that, he's kind of up here by himself. He's going to set up a bit of a bait, though. Devour locked it on the Blitz in the background. Clanks following up the auto attacks, it's killing him. Gauntlet now. Can he make it out? He sure can. Portal key. He'll be fine. So only an eye for an eye there of the supports trading one another. Although Blitz is building a Ice Brand here, and he's playing more of a semi-carry of sorts, feels like. This Myrmidon is their true support here. Curious with the Ice Brand pickup. I guess it could go Frost of Skull. Shrunken Head being worked on by Clanks. Of course, going to be an item that you want to have here. If you're the Clanks, going to be great for... It's good for Blitz, Amon-Ra as well, and the Myrmidon. I mean, Gauntlet, I guess it's decent for as well, but you can still both hook and ulti through it, so it's not necessarily the biggest deal for him. But yeah, it's overall going to be a great item here pickup for Clank, so good to see that coming out for him. Assassin Shroud almost finished by the Arachne right here. Shieldbreaker is going to be level 2 now. On Nitro, wow, that was just out of range. I don't know how that didn't hit. It felt like it did there. Managed to just be on the outskirts, though, so he'll survive. Very close to death, though. Glowstone pickup on Myrmidon, I'm curious. Doesn't even have Striders. Would love to at least see Striders, man. But Glowstone, I wonder if that's going to be the Staff of the Master for him. And again, it's one of these cases. We had a Plague Rider in a previous cast me that I did, or I was commenting on, as the support, especially going kind of, you know, big for your ultimate and damage. Is that really the best choice? But I like it a little better here, but I still think he could be better off with more supportish items. Both teams insisting on playing mid wars right now, but meanwhile, Dark Lady's pushing out the bottom lane. She does have that Rune Cleaver finish, and watch the GPM start jumping up quite a bit here. Gonna port to the bottom lane. Dark Lady actually, she's going kind of an awkward path. Yeah, not sure what that was about. Well, she was pushing bottom, but decides to kind of run at them and ends up getting caught, so slowing down post Rune Cleaver pickup progress. What is this about? Geez, a lot of wards in this area. A couple of wards inside here by the Legion side displays. Meanwhile, Gauntlet gonna get jumped. Ulti from Devour coming out immediately, but he manages to get away from his teammates' help right there. Amon-Ra, does he have his rebirth up? He does. Oh, they almost get the turn kill on Arachna. Those charges heading up for Nitro. He is hitting freaking hard with those ballistics. So down goes Voodoo Jester, and now the chase is on. Can they maybe catch Arachna? No, he's too far. They're gonna double counter ward. Nice value there. Clanks, he's going to come in. Devour jumps back in as well. The evasion not going to save the Nitro right there. And they do also get the pick off on Amon-Ra to the side. Devour may end up dying, but you know what? They're going to get Myrmidon. Devour even lives. Hat-trick coming out for AcneWarrior playing the Clanks. And somehow that, you know what? The double ward of sight, I think that was the plan all along. It was going to bait them out into taking all that time to kill both ward of sights and figure out what was going on. That allowed them to jump back in and catch them while they were all confused right there. So clearly that was the game plan from the Legion side. Well played, well played. Good execution, guys. 500 gold per minute, Clinks now.
The Legion have destroyed a hell.
He's got that Ice Brand, and he must have, I think that courier is coming out to him as well, so yeah, he must have something else. Abyssal Skull, I would assume, is being trying to worked on. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the choice for Dark Lady. And there's the Blessed Orb from Clanks, and in fact, the Full Frost of Skull. So he does have the Full Frost of Skull now. That is big to go with the Thunderclaw here. As Dark Lady, he gets found by Gauntlet, though. It's another free kill for him. Yeah, Gauntlet had a hell of a start. I mean, Gauntlet overall is still doing pretty good, actually. Actually has a broadsword here. I wonder, is he going to be going the Assassin Shroud, or it makes, yeah, it does make blade mail, right? So I had to double check that. Wonder what he gets here. I feel like, or Barbed Armor, excuse me. I feel like Barbed Armor could be potentially pretty good against the likes of Clanks and whatnot. Devour, he's going to get, I don't know if he was found or if that was him kind of going in, trying to make a kill happen and ultimately dying in return, but Amon-Ra would like to see a blink portal key on him, but has a life tube now. Gonna maybe finish that full-on Helm of the Black Legion even. It is gonna be an Assassin Shroud choice on Gauntlet here. Barbed Armor I think would have been pretty good, but Assassin Shroud, of course, more of a engaging mechanism. And speaking of that, gonna use one of his engaging mechanisms of that portal key to help finish off the job on Dark Lady yet again. This Dark Lady is continuing to get caught out here recently. Trying to find some of that farm, but it's okay because Clanks is doing just fine. And so is Arachna for that matter. Kind of. Not really. 265 gold per minute, not that great as I say that. Oh boy. He gets caught as well. Did not have Assassin Shroud cooldown up. Probably would have got hooked anyways. And they're just going to keep up the pressure. Voodoo Jester also gets found. So that's like 3 kills in the span of 30 seconds right there, all in different spots here for the Hellborn side. And Nitro, 1,000 gold saved up. Intrigued to see how he follows up this level 3 shield breaker now. I think I just saw him purchase a Mighty Blade, so is Shrunken Head necessary this game? I don't know if Shrunken Head's going to help a lot this game. I guess it will. A lot of damage from Clanks is magic damage in itself, so yeah, no, it will. If that's what he ends up going for. Frostburn trying to be finished by Blitz, meanwhile, and the Assassin Shroud has now been purchased by the Gauntlet right here. Helm of the Black Legion picked up by Amun-Ra. Again, would still like to see that portal key on him. It's a follow-up initiation here. Or be the ones kind of jumping in. But they're going to keep moving as a team. You see they got some aggressive vision out, and they're going to try to control the Legion jungle right here. Oh, they find a jump on a Voodoo Chester. He drops really quickly. Meanwhile, over here, Nitro, he's being run down by the Devourer. Is going to be enough damage. He almost got turn-killed right there, but now Clanks joins the party, and that Goon Squad is activated. Myrmidon goes down. Blitz, he's being run down. Taint Soul wearing off, but the flashbangs land. Double tap for AcneWarrior. Now Amun-Ra's on the run. He does have Power Classic Rebirth. I don't know if that's even going to help him stay out of here, though. He's going to be killed once. And very likely again as, oh, Gauntlet insisting on coming in the background. He wants to finish off Arachna, but she got the Assassin Shroud off in time. And now the run is still on for Amun-Ra right here. He is not going to be able to run away, though. It's going to cases like that. I feel like you almost might as well just stand up and fight there. But he does not. Gauntlet just keeps on running. He's going to Assassin Shroud back in, look for another opportunity. Maybe trying to find that Dark Lady again. He sees out their counter warding over here. But going to get there too late, so not worth it. Clank spies a Firebrand meanwhile. So his progress continues to look really good. 545 gold per minute here. Gauntlet. Oh, they would love to kill this Clanks. Just going to activate the ultimate right away. Clanks still running. Brought down. And he's dead. And collapse on him. He does not have a buyback either. I don't know if that's going to really matter here, but yeah, kind of pushing up by himself there. Didn't really have the most team support nearby, and that clearly showed. A little too cocky. Because once that Gauntlet Blast comes out, how much lockdown is that? It is... Am I missing it? What does it say how much lockdown it is? Myrmidon's trying to live. He's in the ulti form. Running away. The hook, though, lands. Brings it back in. The Decay. Gonna take him down. Land the Weed Bill, but it didn't matter. 1.5 seconds start. Okay. I was trying to read it on this. It took so much text. Amun-Ra slowly picking up here in the jungle. And not the most impressive farm this game, though. Only 250 gold per minute. Arachna, she's almost level 16. Level 3 Spider Sting coming out, and has 1,600 gold saved out. I feel like she's been sitting on these items for a long time here. Blank's doing more Ancients meanwhile. I mean, this game has slowing down a little bit. We just had a crazy, crazy action right from the beginning here, but they say that finally could be, or not finally, but a little bit of action kind of picking up here. That's a Dark Lady ultimate, though, so their vision, it is weakened, and that's actually going to be enough to get away. I mean, if it wasn't for the Dark Lady ultimate, maybe a different story there, but, you know, one of those cases, it's hard for us to see as a spectator. But clearly causing issue there for the Hellborn, and they were not confident enough to dive. 1,600 gold saved up on Clanks. I'm sure the Geometer's Bane going to be next in line. Speaking of Barbed Armor, we do see one on Devourer, actually. Good item to have on him. Kind of one that, you know, wants to be in those front lines. 17 charges on that Cadaver Armor as well. So he's quite tanky, despite not really having the most stat items on his inventory. Almost 2,000 life, actually, on the Devourer here. Dark Lady still trying to help make her presence felt herself. I think just straight into a Shrunken Head is probably her best bet. I know it's not the most damage output, but she's just—it feels like she's just gonna fall so quickly in these fights. And I mean, with her Dark Blades and the ability of charging strikes, she doesn't necessarily need like the biggest damage enhancements here. Nice, but surviving's also nice. Blitz, he was obviously seeing counter warding. The hook is gonna miss though, and he'll be fine. Meanwhile, the counter hook on a Voodoo Jester. He goes down. Clanks throwing out some flashbangs. Not going to chase, though. Nitro is going to try to finish that Shrunken Head, as we see. A lot of counter warding going on here. So both sides, we're definitely having some ward battles going on. See quite a bit of those sentries going down. Ward revelations here. And now we're going to have our first Conqueror. It looks like it. As there's the portal key picked up on Amun-Ra, by the way. So they're going to try to go for Conqueror. Again, the vision, they have it around the Conqueror pit as the Hellborn side, but the Legion side, they're not going to give it up. Dark Lady, he's just charging on him with the Assassin shot he just got. He's going to open on a Nitro, goes for the quick kill, and he gets the quick kill on a Nitro. Now Dark Lady is in a susceptible spot herself. Does have her ultimate, hasn't used it yet, actually, but actually doesn't matter. They get the kill on a Gauntlet, down goes Amun-Ra. And, oh, that wasn't Amun-Ra, that was Myrmidon, excuse me. Amun-Ra blink portal keys away, but they get 3 kills. And now they're going to steal Roshan for themselves, or Conqueror. Fully set Conqueror. That's going to be Clanks picking up the token now. And Geometer's Bane basically going to be about finished as well. So quite the steal, and again, for not having vision around the area. But that Assassin shot Dark Lady ended up doing some work right there. No Warrior Revelation on the Conqueror pit, and that is a little bit of a fall because even though they didn't know Dark Lady had an Assassin shot, obviously they've known Arachna's had one for the longest time. They could have suspected something like that. Amun-Ra, meanwhile, is going to be picked up by Dark Lady right off the bat. Has a Rebirth, though. They do get the kill on a Voodoo Chester. Or Blitz, excuse me, and Amun-Ra trying to get the turn kill on the Dark Lady, but the Mojo comes down, healing him up. Devour with the lockdown. And they take him out before he can do the work onto Dark Lady. Now Clanks finishing off the Tier 3. Or attempting to do so. Is going to get stunned out, though, by that magic carp, but not really the follow-up. And Clanks will just fly away. A lot of progress being made there by the Legion side. They now have their biggest lead of the game. Nearly a 14,000 gold lead, 20,000 experience lead in their favor. And Arachna sitting on 3,000 gold, meanwhile. The hell is she going for? Is she just going to go straight Genjiro here? I'm guessing that's what she's doing, considering she's sitting on 3,000 gold. And speaking of that, Genjiro just finished on Dark Lady as well. So they're going to have a couple of those now to go with Clanks being farmed to all hell. So the tri-core lineup here of the Legion side, it was looking tough early on. Dark Lady was falling behind. Arachna wasn't really progressing that much, but now that we're into that mid-game and they've kind of won a couple of fights, all of a sudden they're getting pretty decent lead here. So, oh, no, of course, Elder Parasite picked up on Arachna. Well, that's what I thought it was going to be. So, has an Elder Parasite now. Staff of the Master is finished on Myrmidon at least, so there's that big old ulti form now. Nitro, there we go. We'll finish the Shrunken Head finally. Arachna also does have the level 4 hardened carapace now, so obviously now she can use it while she's stunned. Very beneficial against this Hellborn side. And Myrmidon, poor Myrmidon, gonna be found right here and killed. Meanwhile, Nitro getting locked down by Devour right here. He pops the evasion, but again, so much magic damage still coming out. He'll barely live from a distance, putting in those pot shots from the background, but his teammates, they are falling. Dark Lady joins the party. Double tap coming out for AcneWarrior once again. Gauntlet's also going to be run down by Devour, and here goes the Tier 2 top tower as well. So Nitro lived, but not the rest of them. And continue to get more out of hand now in favor of the Legion side. You can see the vote you can see coming out, but we'll see if it actually goes through here. The likelihood of a comeback, though, is pretty grim. Pretty grim at this point. I mean, Nitro didn't have to use a strong in the last fight, but man, okay, she decides to use it at the last second right there. I think she was going to be fine with just the evasion, but oh, she gets a turn kill. There you go, and take that Devour.
Sweet.
Trying to bait them into the well here. See if they'll fall for it. Now go after the Voodoo Jester. There you go. There you go. It's Voodoo Jester kill. One more. Yeah.
Too easy.
All right, Nitro playing it somewhat smart here. Getting a couple of kills at the end at least. They do lose the racks, but that was, of course, going to happen. Blanks, though, he's going to go back in, or he wants to. Pops the Goon Squad. He's sitting on the hill, putting the pot shots into the Blitz as well as the Myrmidon. Myrmidon will fall. The evasion, though, from Nitro, causing issue. Now Clinks is in an awkward spot as he gets taken down from his flight. Now Amon-Ra jumps in. Got the kill on a Nitro from Arachna, but it comes at a cost of her life. However, Clinks, he's still doing plenty of work. Amon-Ra will resurrect, though, and now Clinks is going to die with that token. Can he somehow manage to get away from this one? Will he need to? He does not have any of his cooldowns up just yet. Going to be hooked back in. Not really a lot of follow-up damage, though, so Gauntlet, I'd be worried if I was him. He pops the Assassin Shroud. Now comes out Frost of the Skull. He has a Geometer Spain use now if necessary. There we go. He's going to use it, and Gauntlet will feel the pain. Decided to open and try to portal key away. Not to be, though. And thus he goes down. So Clanks ultimately survives through it all with the token use right there. And now there's the Genjiro finish on Arachna, by the way. So the Hellborn base trying to get wrecked quite a bit now. Dark Lady pushing out the bottom lane more so. 39 more 100 gold saved up. She could finish her own Shrunken Head now. Mentioned that earlier. Now with where the game's at, may figure it's not necessary, and I wouldn't blame her. Instead, something like a butterfly here, or wingbow would be fun to see as well. I'll just go Rift Shards at this point. Myrmidon. Okay, so I wasn't worried about this actually, that the Stab of the Master now makes it a toggle.
Legendary.
That's kind of interesting. That's actually a little stronger than it used to be for sure then. But still, again, the lack of support items here on this Hellborn side is pretty concerning. They all went very greedy individual core builds, which on some heroes like a Nitro makes sense, but on your Myrmidon and Blitz, not so much. So, almost 38 minutes into this game, the Legion side going to push out the bottom lane, perhaps go for a final death push right here as Dark Lady leads the way. No token of life, but feeling pretty comfortable about the situation. I am sure they do not have Clinks with him, though. He, for some reason, back at base, so going to have to wait for him to rejoin the party. He does have his Wingbow finish, though. He's going to join up with the team right here. So as soon as he gets here, look to push in. Of course, that's the other thing, too. He didn't even put together until now, but Arachnos like benefiting the Clanks quite a bit, too, with that precision aura. Amping up the damage quite a bit. Also giving that True Strike. And wait, actually, yeah, no, that's a huge counter to the Nitro. And speaking of that, Nitro going to be jumping in the background. He'll be fine as he popped the PKP. They get the turn kill on a Devour. Drives off the bat, but so does Amon-Ra, who's coming right up, though. Nitro needs to keep that distance, too. Amon-Ra melts as soon as he comes back up. He's staying dead. Myrmidon gets killed as well. And now they're focusing on the racks right here. Nitro just really keeping his distance as he should, but Blitz is going to fall. Losing teammates, unfortunately. And now Arachna's sitting on top of the Nitro here, but Arachna's going to fall as a result of that, but they do get the bottom racks. And now they're going to work their way to the middle right here. So the last stand here from the Hellborn side. Dark Lady needs to kite away. Yep, she's going to charging strikes away. Gauntlet hooks in, and yes, they do go Dark Lady at least. But Gauntlet's dead, and now Nitro, he too, is going to fall. So he'll stay dead, and that should all but do it in favor of the Legion. GG, well played. It will be a Legion victory, so congratulations to them as they take the game right there. And again, a pretty greedy lineup. The tri-core of sorts, definitely needed a lot of farm across the board, but they ended up getting it. That's what matters. So, well played across the board by them, and definitely deserving of the victory. So, once again, guys, appreciate it as always. Thank you for checking it out, this Cast Me here, and I look forward to doing more of these. If you don't know what Cast Me is, you can click on the link below in the YouTube video, or go to the stream, or if you're on the stream, type !Cast Me, and it'll give you information as well as a link to the website and that you can go to. So thanks once again for this, for tuning into this broadcast. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing many more of these. Until next time, guys. Hey guys, Breaky CPK here, and I'm excited to announce my new service I'm offering called Cast Me. Have you ever wanted to have a hype caster cast one of your games, however haven't had the opportunity? Or how about you were just looking for ways to get your team more exposure with a professional feeling broadcast to help? Well, now is your chance, as I will cast a select match of yours, either replay or live, for each of the following games. Dota 2, possibly GB, but of course that's going to be wearing off. There's one Ravage. Remember, he has a second one, two still used. Storm Spirit flies back in the background. They catch Sven actually at half-life. Sven is going to drop right there. The Sunder not even used actually by Monkeys Forever here on the Terrorblade. That Metamorphosis, they do kill the melee racks, but at what cost there? CSGO. Peeking. Flame is down. They're right on top of him. He jumped on top. Twist goes down. Lekro gets that kill on a Weber, but Lekro will fall to toss it. And of course, Han. There's the Dead jump on a Behemoth. The Shockwave still goes off to the eruption, but he's still alive. Earthshatter, meanwhile, is up from Parallax. He does get caught in the Arcane Vortex, though, from Moira. Andromeda will go down. You do see no. For prices and more information, just check out the website, thegoodgeekwife.com.